What is up, y'all? So I'm going to do a quick video on meal prep because I feel like meal prep can sometimes be very overwhelming. You see a lot of people posting pictures of these colorful displays of food and perfectly organized containers and this display of amazing food for every meal of the day, and you get a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm here to show you that meal prepping can be easy and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna do it super simple. I already went to the grocery store, so I'm already stocked up on what I need. And I'm excited to show you that meal prepping can be easy and meal prepping can really make a difference in sticking to your goals throughout the week. So here we go. All right, guys, so I got all my ingredients out. I got out my baking sheet. I got out my crock pot because these are the two things I'm gonna use to meal prep my food. Here, and what I got at the grocery store, I have an entire whole chicken that I'm going to be cooking up, and I'm going to add these potatoes, these are red potatoes, in with the chicken, and then I am going to add some carrots and a little bit of celery to give it some flavor and lots of nutrients. Another thing I have here are some sweet potatoes. Right there, I have some green beans. I have some cut kale greens, but you can buy the whole green kale if you want. And then I also have some ground turkey. The first thing that I'm gonna show you how to make is the chicken. Alright guys, so you saw me put in all the ingredients into the crock pot. I had 2 or 3 whole potatoes. I leave them whole just because it saves me a step, making it easier. And then I have some carrots. I chop them up, throw them in there, throw in some celery stalk, cut things up a whole lot because I'm telling you, I make this pretty easy. I throw the chicken in the pot, and I don't know if you saw, but the bag that comes inside of the chicken, inside of that chicken is the kidney and the liver. I keep them in my pot. And that is because those organs are super packed with amazing stuff. And I just sneak it into my crock pot and it fuses into the rest of the broth, and then I get the nutrients when I eat it. I also put a spice on top of the chicken. The one I used is called Booty Rub. Let me show you. We usually use this for our jerky when we make jerky, which I will be making soon. We use Booty Rub, but I also have lots of other spices. Sometimes I'll add just Italian seasoning, some salt and pepper. I am from Maryland, so sometimes I just use some Old Bay. Holla, I love Old Bay. Usually we just add that to our chicken later anyway. I also have, I'm trying to find the other one I have that's really good. This one. This is another really good one. This is called Smoked Sweet Heat Cigar City. That one's a lot less impactful. What's the word? On fire, whatever. There's the 2 seasonings I like to use. They add a little sweet, a little barbecue, and I put it in top. Now, as you can see, I do not add water to my chicken. Again, making it easy. I'm not turning this into a soup. This is just providing me with lots of food to eat throughout the week. So watch this. I just shut the lid. Mine has a lock, so I lock it up. Turn it on high. Remember to turn it on. I have forgotten to turn my crock pot on before, and it just sits there for a couple hours. Okay, so I turn it on high. It's gonna be on high for probably 4 to 5 hours. And then I will turn it off, and I will let it cool off in the pot until this all is touchable. And I can open it, and then I'll show you how I get the bones out of my whole chicken. So there's chicken. Okay, so you saw how I'm gonna make my chicken. That chicken is gonna last me 4 to 5 days. Now the next thing that I'm gonna be making is my vegetables. So I had the potatoes in the pot. I had the red potatoes, the carrots, and the celery. Now a lot of that I put in the pot just to put the nutrients into the broth that I'm gonna be using later in the week, and I'll show you that as well. But now I'm gonna be making the vegetables that I use as sides. So let's go to the vegetables. All right, y'all. So I've got my vegetables cut up. As you can see, whoa. As you can see, I have cut up right here, I have carrots. I keep my carrots whole. Again, I'm saving time and making it easy. Because if I want to, I can cut them up and put them in whatever I'm eating later in the week. But to make it easy at the beginning, keep them whole. Cut up the sweet potato. I have 2 sweet potatoes cut up. I put some frozen green beans. And then I have some kale over here because I love crunchy kale. So and then I just poured on top of it some MCT oil. I don't know if that's going to be upside down in the video, but that's okay. And a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the kale because I like both of those types of oils. I will put this into the oven. Gonna cook. Put it on bake. I usually do 375 because like I said, I like my I like things a little bit crunchy. So I put it on 375. And here we go. We're just gonna place it right into the oven. Now, all right, now that's gonna take about 30 to 45 minutes. I don't time things. I just stick near the kitchen, check on it a few times. Obviously, some of the vegetables are gonna cook faster than the others. So I'll keep an eye on those vegetables, take them off the pan when they're ready, and leave the others on there. About 15 to 20 minutes in, I'll check it and make sure I rotate things so that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan. If I need to, I'll just add some more oil to keep things from sticking. So that is my chicken, and my chicken is gonna be my protein in my lunches for the whole week. It'll last 2 of us eating at least 1 meal a day with the chicken for at least 4 to 5 days. So that's a pretty long time. And that's why I buy a whole chicken, is because you can use a whole lot of meat. So that's my chicken. And then I have my carbs, my potatoes, and my carrots, and my vegetables, and things like that. So I'm good, I'm set on vegetables. That right there, those 2 things, that's 1 meal for a whole week, 4 to 5 days. So that is super helpful, and it was super easy. It took me about 10 minutes to do what I just did. Okay, so number 1, when I meal prep, I'm always snacking on when I'm meal prepping. So right now I'm eating a carrot with hummus. But I forgot to tell you, I have a squash because it's winter, it's fall. I have an acorn squash right here. That's a big one. Really great. I'm gonna cook this up too. This will last a while because this is a big one. And I'll show you how to do it and I make it really easy. All right, so I cut it in half. Excuse me, I'm still snacking. And I have the seeds inside, so I need to scrape the seeds really quick. Seeds have been scraped out. Now remember, I said this was meal prep made easy, which means I'm skipping a lot of steps. I'm not gonna cut this up because it's really hard to cut these things up. Like if you try to cut squash and sweet potatoes and all that stuff, like tons of cutting, it is gonna take you a long time. So all I do, I take it, I put it upside down in a pan filled with a little bit of water so that the steam can steam the inside and make it nice and soft. I'll cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour, so it'll go in while my sweet potatoes and my carrots and everything else are cooking. And voila. Now, half of these is probably 1 serving. So I can just cut it in half when I'm ready to eat it. And this will go with the ground turkey. So remember I said it's made easy meal prep. What I do with my ground turkey is I don't cook it ahead of time because usually I have it for dinner and so I can come home. Ground turkey cooks pretty quickly, especially if it thaws out. So it's frozen right now. I got it out so that it can thaw overnight, and then I will just cook up a little bit as I go. I'll take some out, put it in a pan, cook it up. I'll put it with my acorn squash and probably 1 other vegetable on the side, maybe those green beans. I still have some frozen vegetables in the freezer, so I can just put those in somewhere, maybe some corn or whatever. So I have my carb, my vegetable, and my protein. Now, if you need to have your protein pre-cooked, easy. Ground this up in a pan with some salt, pepper, and you're good to go. Maybe add a few chopped up peppers or celery or something like that to put a little vegetables in there. That's how I hide vegetables for my husband to eat them, is I put them in with the meat. Tip. So if you need to prep this ahead of time, go for it. I just take it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge so that it's ready and thawed out for me to cook during the week. So this is just thawing right now. It's not being prepped. My only prep for this is letting it de-thaw. So I've got my squash. Let me show you what I do with that. I use this type of pan because remember I said I'm gonna put some water in the bottom. So I place the squash upside down in the pan and then I add water. Super duper simple. Look. Just place it upside down, no salt and pepper needed, no anything. I just place it there and then let it cook for an hour. And I've got, this is like 4 days of meals, by the way, 4 days. Okay, so that is a lot of my lunches and my dinners. I've got my chicken, I've got my vegetables, I've got potatoes, I've got the squash going. So that provides plenty. And I want to tell you, I am not going to portion it out and put it into small containers and make a beautiful display. It's just gonna be available. So everything's gonna go, my chicken's gonna go in one container, my potato, my vegetables, all that stuff is gonna go in another container. And then my squash is just gonna go in another, like everything is just going still in a whole size or still as it is. And throughout the week, I just grab what I need. So if you need to make your lunches to take to work with you, the night before you go to bed, when you go to bed, just get out a container, put those things into a container, and there you go, you're ready. Everything's already been cooked, everything's ready to go, just needs to be reheated. So that takes a little bit of pressure off of trying to put it into different size containers and things like that. If you need to measure things out, go for it. Have a measuring cup on hand, and when you make your lunches in the morning or at night, you just grab that measuring cup, scoop out what you need, and put it into a container. So I keep it super simple and easy. All of this is taking me about 15 to 20 minutes right now. I mean, obviously I gotta get it out of the oven and take it out and stuff like that. But the day, like say Sunday or whatever, and you wanna watch a football game or whatever, you do all this for 20 minutes in the morning, you go about the rest of your day, you check on things, you take it out, and you're good. It's just one day. Maybe the total amount of time is an hour, maybe. Everything's cooking while you're doing other things. So I do wanna share, because I understand that sometimes you need breakfast and you're not really sure what to do for breakfast. I'm gonna shut this because it bothers me. I'm gonna show you how I stay on top of eating a healthy breakfast, because if you can eat a healthy breakfast, you can pretty much stay on track through the rest of the day. So for breakfast, I typically eat oatmeal, and I keep this jar by my stove. It has my whole grain oats in it, and I get the old fashioned because I like the thickness of the old fashioned oats. I also keep a serving container it's not a container, measuring spoon inside my jar. So I know exactly how much to eat. This is 1/4 of a cup, so I take 2 scoops out, put it in a pan, add some cinnamon, water, and a banana and peanut butter. Awesome breakfast, keeps me full for a very long time. I also make breakfast for my husband, super simple. So I get half the banana in my oatmeal, he gets the other half of banana into his smoothie, which is a banana, some protein, because this keeps him full all day, and I'm gonna let you know, it helps with his going to the bathroom too. You probably didn't want to know that, but I'm telling you, if you need some regular digestion, like this will help with your digestion. So I don't want to go into that, but it goes into that. So this helps keep you full throughout the day. So I put a scoop of this into his smoothies with half a banana, the other half of my banana. So we're only using 1 banana, save a little money. And then some frozen berries or strawberries or something like that. Super simple, grind it up. I put it in the fridge for him to go because I leave for work earlier than he does. And he just takes off with his smoothie. Super simple. For lunches, I come home, I grab my chicken or whatever, heat it up, everything, put it in a on a plate, in a bowl, whatever it is, and I just eat it. Now, the chicken, what's really great, and the reason why I don't make a soup out of it, is because sometimes maybe I want some chicken salad or make a chicken sandwich for Wesley or something like that. Super simple. Like that, this type of chicken and cooking it like this helps to make a really great chicken salad. Another thing I keep on hand all the time is tuna, because canned tuna is the easiest thing, and it gives you tons of protein, and it's super simple. I do use mayonnaise, but I'll show you what kind. I use this mayonnaise. It's called Just Mayo. It's non-GMO, egg-free, and it's really good. Like, it tastes really good. And it has normal ingredients in it. I like it because it's non-GMO. I love non-GMO things. I also like it because it's egg-free and dairy-free. I have a little bit of a problem with dairy, so I try not to use too much dairy in my day. So this is a really great way to make tuna salad or chicken salad. And those are really quick things to make. Like, put the chicken and the tuna in a bowl, put some mayonnaise, stir it up, add some salt and pepper if you want. Great protein. I usually put my chicken salad or tuna salad onto a salad with maybe some of those cooked up vegetables and then a fruit on the side. Super simple. So that is all of the meal prepping, which I know it doesn't seem like a lot, it doesn't seem like enough food, but this is the main staples. So this takes care of the main pieces of a meal. It takes care of your proteins, it takes care of your carbs, and so you get the main pieces of your meal. It keeps you full for a while because you got those proteins and carbs, which is like essential. And then you also have the vegetables that can just support healthy nutrition. I do also use the protein shakes. So I will have this as a snack. And I just mix mine with water. I know it sounds super boring, but I don't mind it. This is vanilla flavored. I also have an orange flavored. After my workouts, I have an orange flavor recovery, and I add the orange with the vanilla, and I get an orange creamsicle snack. Amazing. Like, that's my evening snack because I usually eat dinner around like 5 o'clock, and so by like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, I'm really hungry, and I'll use this to have like an orange creamsicle little snack. So that's how I meal prep. I keep it super simple. I don't cut things up and think about it too much. I just put a bunch of stuff in a pot and put a bunch of stuff on a pan. And I make sure I have my carbs and my proteins. I just hit myself in the face. That's embarrassing. I make sure I have my carbs and my proteins, and then I'm all set to go. Again, I keep doing that. So that is meal prepping made easy. This just helps me stay on track, and this helps me to get my main ingredients in. So that's the end of my tutorial of how to do meal prepping made easy. I hope it helps you. If you have any questions, suggestions, or anything else, email me, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.